Let's talk about the in-class exercise for Project 2. I want to note that this exercise involves printing. So you have access to the black and white copiers/printers at Sheridan, and your one card is preloaded with $5 in credit. So, and each print or copy costs 5 cents. I'll show you how to print later in this video. So first thing you want to do is download both the serif font page and the sans serif font page. So you'll find those in Contents. So right here on the side, click that, and it says Download. So the goal of this exercise is to place my letter in 3 different sizes on the page. If you want, you can create more pages and print those as well. You have credit for 100 prints, but try to limit yourself to what you need for this project. So I've got them downloaded here. I'm going to right click, open with Adobe Illustrator. And I might as well open the other one as well. Choose your letter with the black arrow tool. Let's do the R for rabbit. Hit copy, Command C. And now we need to make a new Illustrator document that's letter sized, so 8.5 by 11. So I'll hit Command N. And I actually have 8.5 by 11 as a preset here. 8.5 by 11. Perfect, CMYK color, that's good. Create. With the new document open, hit paste. So Command V. So I'm just going to scale this to 3 different sizes. I don't want to go too close to the edge because then it won't print. And if you remember, we want to hold down the Shift key as we scale. So if you don't hold down the Shift key, it goes really wonky. You're not allowed to change the shape of your letter. Okay, so and don't try to eyeball it. Don't try to make it sort of kind of fit. Okay, just press down that Shift key and then scale up. And I think this is maybe a little too big. And holding down Shift constrains it, so it's 45-degree angles at a time. Don't go to the edge. I think that if you want to be specific about how close to the edge to get, about 1/4 inch is probably a good rule of thumb. Okay, now I'm ready to print. Rather than print the Illustrator document, I will save a PDF version and print that. Why? Because printers are able to process PDFs faster than almost any other format. That's my pro tip for this video. Pro tip. To make your life easier, save your file as a PDF before printing, especially Photoshop. Never print a native Photoshop file. That concludes my pro tip. Pro tip. Hit save first. R. Yep, that's okay. And then I'm going to save as a PDF. All right, so I've got my PDF and I'm ready to print. So let's go to the website. papercut.sheridanc.on.ca/app. Okay, so you're going to log in with your Sheridan credentials and you're going to click on Web Print. I believe it says Web Print. Anyway, what you're going to do is submit a job, pressing this button, and you'll be asked to upload, and then eventually it's going to process it and it'll say held in queue. Go to a copier, swipe your one card and press release. So there's going to be a prompt and it'll say release the print, and just hit yes. I know one student tried using their one card phone app to print, but it didn't work. All right, so I've got my print. Next, I'm cutting out the shape of my animal icon. If you haven't finalized your animal icon yet, cut a version that you like the best. It can be just a silhouette for this exercise, or you can cut out some details. So I decided to cut out a couple of details here and there on mine. Now you've got a printed page with your letter in 3 sizes, and you've got your animal shape cut out of white paper. So I actually decided to go with 4. I rejigged my printout, and I put 4 R's, 4 letters on my page. And it's just because I cut out my rabbit kind of small, so it didn't really make sense to have such a large letter. Place your animal on your letter. You are experimenting with how your animal shape interacts with the letter. So what I'm looking for is a way to overlap the white animal with the letter so that they interfere with each other's shape. That's the goal of this project. I want the animal shape to break the shape of the letter and vice versa. So what do I mean by that? Here, the edge of the letter stops because the animal is overlapping. When this happens, the shape of the letter is broken and the shape of the animal is broken. So what I want to find is an interesting way of overlapping the animal on the letter in such a way that I can still recognize the shape of the letter and I can also recognize the shape of the animal. So that looks good. So take a photo with your phone. Move the animal. Take a photo. Maybe flip the animal for some variety. Move it to one of the other letters. Let's see what happens when I do that. Move it again. Move. Move. How many times do we do this? Dozens. 30, 40, 50 photos. Remember to save all this work on your Adobe portfolio. This is all about experimentation. It's only through experimentation that you discover something new. I mean, forcing myself to have to try different things, it really made this an interesting process. I didn't know what kind of results I'd get. So that's the in-class exercise. I think it's time for another coffee. Coffee? Yeah? Oh yeah. Time for a coffee.